Daniela Elser branded the Duke of Sussex's recent comments about the royal family as lobbing emotional hand grenades at Buckingham Palace. Last week Harry, 36, was slammed over comments about his father's parenting skills during an interview with Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast. His decision to step back as a senior royal alongside wife Meghan Markle, 39, last January was partially motivated by him wanting to break the cycle of genetic pain that he allegedly had to endure growing up. Palace insiders later told the Mail on Sunday that they were appalled and shocked by the broadside. All this comes off the back of the couple's explosive Oprah Winfrey interview in March where they accused the firm of racism, callous indifference to Meghan's suffering from suicidal thoughts and being cut off financially. After their barbed comments, and numerous leaks from sources close to their camp, Ms. Elser believes that Harry has no intention of stopping anytime soon. Writing in the New Zealand Herald, she said, "If the reaction to Harry's latest charges is not a shock, it is hard to come to any conclusion but that the royal has no intention of calling for any sort of a ceasefire. That he knew how his words and complaints would be received back in Britain and went ahead with it anyway." She went on to discuss how Harry received a «frosty» reception from his once close family members when he returned to the UK for Prince Philip's funeral in March. The Duke of Edinburgh died aged 99 just weeks after the explosive interview, and the reaction at the funeral would have highlighted the scandal that their Oprah chat had triggered, she said. But this realization did nothing to stop the father of one from continuing to share his pain. She wrote, "If, having experienced the fallout from the Oprah interview and essentially gone ahead and done the same thing again, it would seem that Harry has no intention of backing down or at least backing away from his current competitive stances. All of which leaves us here. The battle lines have been drawn and no one seems willing to back down. There will be no ceasefire anytime soon. Sadly, it is hard to see how any of this ends well for either side." Her comments come as the overwhelmingly royalist British public increasingly turns off the Sussexes. This is unlikely to bother the couple, currently cozied up in an LA mansion after quitting their senior royal roles in search of privacy. But if their incessant complaints and self-pitying continue, it could turn America's public against their plight. And as the US rebuilds itself after the battering it took during the COVID pandemic, they risk looking out of touch if they continue to attack their own family, she warned.